Heyo, and what is up, gang? Thank you for hanging out with Sledgehammer TV today. We're getting ready for the biggest party of the summer as the WWE has put together a SummerSlam card that features a couple of dream matches, a couple of rematches, and a couple of matches that not any one of us want to see even 1 minute of. And we are going to talk about each and every one of those matches right here and right now. My name is Nick Nightmare. You are watching the Sledgehammer TV SummerSlam preview and prediction show. Let's do it.
Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
SummerSlam has always been one of my favorite pay-per-views. It's one of the most important pay-per-views of the calendar year, traditionally thought of as the number 2 pay-per-view, only second to WrestleMania. It was the first pay-per-view I ever attended live, and I've always had a great affinity to SummerSlam. We started this channel on a SummerSlam review way back in 2016, and now here we are to preview SummerSlam 2021, and we got some decent matches on this show. Let's not kid ourselves, but we also have 2 of the most horrendous matches ever booked on pay-per-view, as we are going to have Eva Marie taking on Alexa Bliss for whatever reason. This whole feud is happening because of a doll, and I don't think you care. I know I certainly don't care. This I have absolutely no interest in, and I want you guys to take a second and realize that there are so many superstars as of this recording that are not going to be featured on SummerSlam. Superstars like Finn Balor, superstars like Kevin Owens, all 3 members of the New Day, including the Money in the Bank holder Big E. Nothing for them to do tonight. No Asuka, no Cesaro, no Alpha Academy, no Street Profits. None of these people have anything planned for the very special SummerSlam Saturday night. But we get to see Eva Marie versus Alexa Bliss. Also, taking into account all of those people left off the card, which I'm sure I'm leaving a few names out as well, we are going to be treated to Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal in another match that we could say the exact same things about what we said for the match prior to this. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Jinder Mahal is one of the worst WWE champions in the history of the company. Drew McIntyre is just a bullshit babyface right now. He's being given some of the worst material ever put to paper on the WWE. It's just so cringy, and they didn't build this feud to give anybody any interest, and it's starting with Jinder Mahal. You're already in the negative. You're already in the red, and you ain't gonna pull in my interest whatsoever. What is going to pull in my interest is probably what most people are excited to see. The next match we're going to talk about, the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. The champs AJ Styles and Omos are going to be taking on Team RK Bro, which is probably the most over thing on Monday Night Raw. The one storyline that they are doing any justice to, and everybody's into it. I think we all want to see RK Bro be victorious here on this night. I'm going to predict that they will be. However, don't be surprised if this is where WWE pulls a little switcheroo on us and maybe has Randy turn on his bro, Matt Riddle, costing them this match at the end of the day. But hopefully that is not the case. But this match is a good match for this show. We are all anticipating it. It's a match we've all kind of wanted ever since RK Bro started out, and I'm fine with it. I'm also fine with the United States Championship match. We are going to see the champion, Sheamus, taking on Damian Priest, the Archer of Infamy, who has been living in infamy in a never-ending feud with The Miz and John Morrison, which still continues to creep its way into this United States Championship feud, as we've been seeing it being built on Monday Night Raw, and it has been less than interesting. We've seen rematch after rematch here with Damian Priest, and hopefully this match with Sheamus really delivers. Sheamus has been putting on some of the best matches of his career as of late, so I would not be surprised if this match, given his high quality opponent, ends up being one for match of the night. Speaking about possible match of the night candidates, the next match we are going to talk about, the Rated R superstar Edge is going to be taking on the Monday Night, or the former Monday Night Messiah, but now Mr. Embrace Division, Seth Rollins. This feud is pretty much a dream match come to life. You know, we thought once upon a time Edge would never return to professional wrestling, and Seth Rollins was one of those names in the mix that you would have loved to see Edge in his prime go up against. And while Edge is not in his prime, he is going to take on Seth Rollins. These are two of the best in the game when it comes to pro wrestling, so I assume this grudge match is going to steal the show. Edge, still with a little chip on his shoulder, probably feels like he has a lot to prove, and Seth Rollins, of course, is going to deliver as he usually does. As long as he's not speaking, I'm fine with Seth Rollins, and as long as he's not in a silly, stupid, ridiculous-looking suit, I really don't mind, as long as he's tearing it up in the ring, and he will do that with Edge this Saturday at SummerSlam. Getting back to the championship meat and bones of this SummerSlam card, we have the SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair taking on Sasha Banks in a WrestleMania rematch, and the bar is set extremely high for these two ladies. They really overperformed, exceeded everybody's expectations for their main event at WrestleMania, and that's going to be a hard match for them to top. This was a fantastic match at WrestleMania. I expect the rematch to be just as good, hopefully maybe even better, as Sasha and Bianca take center stage once again with the SmackDown Women's Championship in the balance. And as long as Carmella and all of the other people and ladies on SmackDown that have nothing to do here tonight don't get involved, I think we're going to have another banger of a match on our hands. Continuing with the SmackDown trend, we are going to talk about the Tag Team Championship situation going on, as the champions, the Usos, are going to take on Rey Mysterio and Dominik once again. Tiny Dad and his giant baby son are going to get one more run at the championships. I don't foresee the Usos losing. It would be stupid to take it from them. They've barely done anything with them since they won the championships. They don't even come out with Roman anymore, which is surprising to me. But this, again, is going to be a great tag team match. They've proven their chemistry in the past. It's going to be a good tag team championship matchup. Do you really care, though? It's pretty predictable. You feel like the Usos are going to win, and the only thing I really hope comes out of this is some sort of a turn on Rey Mysterio by his giant baby man son, Dominik, which is something that, if you're a longtime fan of this channel, we've been calling for the longest time. We've been seeing sort of seeds planted for that to happen on SmackDown as we've been building this, but hopefully that is the case, and that's what we get, because I'll be fine with that. On the Raw side of things, let's get our antacids out so we could get this out without throwing up in our mouths a little bit. The WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley, is taking on Bill Goldberg, and they did the same shit with Goldberg that they always do. His son's involved, he wants to prove himself to be a hero to little Sunberg, and who really cares? Absolutely nobody. If Bobby Lashley doesn't win this match, I will be very upset. It'll be a great reason to tune into the review Saturday night, because I'm going to go off. With Goldberg not even having any more contracted, obligated matches for this year, you would think that they're not going to put the title on him, right? But WWE has done crazier things. I would not put it past them to give the title to Bill Goldberg and him just be off TV for months while everybody else fights for absolutely nothing. Hopefully that's not the case, and Bobby Lashley destroys this relic of a wrestler that nobody really cares about. If I'm being honest, I could care less about Bill Goldberg. I didn't care for him when he was even popular back in the 90s. I still don't care for him now. Speaking about things I do not care for, let's talk about the Raw Women's Championship match, the Triple Threat. Seeing Nikki A.S.H., almost a superhero, but pretty much coming off as a cringeworthy character. There's no almost about that. Taking on the personality-less pretender goth girl, Rhea Ripley, and the inevitable victor of this match, which is going to be Charlotte Flair. If Charlotte doesn't walk out with the title, at SummerSlam, I will be shocked as shit. Nikki ASH is a giant flop. It's not connecting with the majority of the fan base. Her crowd reactions have not been so great. Pretty much the same can be said for Rhea Ripley. Nobody cares about this character, and WWE only cares about Charlotte Flair, so put all those things together and you have what I think is going to happen in this match. And then the main event, the second of two dream matches on this card that once upon a time probably would never thought possible. And I know we've seen Roman versus John Cena before, but that's when everybody hated Roman Reigns. Everybody's into Roman Reigns now. I mean, you love him or you hate him now. Either way, Roman has gotten himself over. He's where he's always needed to be. And now he's taken on the icon John Cena. And the build for this has been less than impressive. It's a little lackluster. Just centering around immature penis jokes and sex jokes and silly things. Instead of hearkening back to their previous history and how John Cena challenged Roman to step up to the plate and take everything and be the man that WWE wants him to be. But that kind of just fell by the wayside. They're kind of redoing that, but in a much worse way. However, the match itself should turn out to be fantastic. We got Roman Reigns, who has his 5-6 moves, and then we got John Cena that's got his 5-6 moves, and we're going to see whose 5 or 6 moves are superior once and for all. I foresee Roman Reigns winning this matchup. This would not be the time to dethrone Roman Reigns. John Cena is not the guy. He doesn't need to be the 17-time world champion just yet. I don't think John Cena is going anywhere for a while. He will be back again. He'll have other opportunities, but this is the time to cement Roman Reigns as that number one guy, so John Cena should do the job and do the right thing and put this kid over. But at the end of the day, we all know that it comes down to the whims of one crazy old man named Vince McMahon, which makes everything that we've talked about and all of the things we've predicted here tonight up for grabs. Because who the hell really knows? Who knows? But that's what we think about this card. There may be more matches added, as we still got Friday Night SmackDown's Go Home show to get through tonight, and we are going to be here with you guys for that. We are going to be here live as soon as SmackDown goes off the air. We are going to be watching AEW Rampage and talking about SmackDown, whatever they decide to give us tonight, right here on Sledgehammer TV tonight, live at around 10 p.m. Make sure you're here. Get in that chat room and let me know what you think about SummerSlam, and you could do that here as well down in the comments. Give me some of your predictions, some of the people that you wish were on this card. How would you have made SummerSlam better? The comment section is there for you guys. And while you're down there, do all those YouTube things that you got to do, like, share, and then most importantly, subscribe if you are not already a member of Sledge Nation, where we bring the hammer down on the WWE like nobody else on YouTube. Thank you for your time today. Let's all get ready for tonight's Go Home show and tomorrow's biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam Saturday, a historic SummerSlam night with a little bit less than historic SummerSlam card, and I will see you for all of that. Make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on so that you don't miss everything, as we are on high gear right now covering everything for SummerSlam weekend. My name is Nick Nightmare. This is the Team Thor, the Sledgehammer, the official Sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. His tag team partner, the World Heavyweight Champion of all the microphones in the world, Mr. Blue, the Yeti microphone, the most important member of the team as always, each and every one of you. Thank you. That will be all for now, and we will see you later right here on your new favorite wrestling show, the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show, only on Sledgehammer TV, right here on YouTube.com. Boom.